This year's nominees for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Play bravely took on roles that are familiar to theater fans, and each nominee brought his character vividly to life as if for the very first time. But that's what theater's all about. The nominees are Brian Bedford, Tartuffe; Brian Dennehy, Long Day's Journey into Night; Eddie Izzard, A Day in the Death of Joe Egg; Paul Newman, Our Town; and Stanley Tucci, Frankie and Johnny in the Clair de Lune. And the Tony Award goes to Brian Dennehy, Long Day's Journey into Night.
Brian Dennehy won his first Tony in 1999 as Best Actor for Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. This is his second Tony Award.
Eddie Izzard would have been a lot funnier. Thank you very much. I have to say I'm very surprised and gratified. My family's all here in the front row. How about that, huh? Pretty good. I remember when I was a kid back in the 40s, sitting way back up there someplace. Didn't have to wear a tuxedo either, I'll tell you. I just want to say this group is amazing. I mean, Paul Newman, you know, this is one of the great gentlemen of our business. Kind and generous. And Stanley Tucci, you see right there. And a word to the wife, Stanley. They advised me to keep my clothes on. In fact, they insisted. Eddie Izzard, you're the man, Eddie. I guess. I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Listen, when you come back on Broadway, and you will, you tell the Tony people you went your own category, okay? But because you deserve it. You were in a class by yourself. Brian Bedford, who's from Canada, a great classical actor. If he were from Great Britain, like Eddie, of course, he'd be Sir Brian Bedford. But what do they do in Canada? Give you a case of Molson's, I guess. I don't know. And I want to thank my family. I want to thank my agent, my partner, Susan Smith, who's been an amazing friend of mine for so many years. Bob Falls, our great director. He's been such a close friend of mine for 20 years. David Richenthal. Please wrap it up, it says over there. Okay. Anyway, thanks very much. The words of Eugene O'Neill. They've got to be heard. They've got to be heard and heard and heard. And thank you so much for giving us a chance to enunciate them. Thank you.